Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis are officially done. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Unwoke Thoughts. Today, we are talking about the newest and greatest GOP debate with Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis. Yes, guys, don't you just love these debates that nobody watches and then it's hosted by CNN, so it's even worse. But if you want a video to go to sleep to, listen to this video. Because when I watched that debate last night, I legitimately fell asleep like probably 3 or 4 times, or nodded off. I don't know if I actually fell asleep, but I nodded off because it was so boring. But I had to watch it just to make sure I was informed about what happened so that I could come to you guys and give you the bullet points. But like I said, it was a snooze fest. And the reason why it was a snooze fest is because, well, number one, Donald Trump was not at the debate because he doesn't have to be at the debate. Donald Trump is playing a totally different game than any of the other candidates. He's number one. He is way, way, way ahead of any of the other GOP candidates and Democrat candidates, or the Democrat candidate, Joe Biden. At least that's what they say right now. He is the Democrat candidate, apparently. I don't see that happening, but this is what they are saying. But he doesn't have anything to prove. And the other reason why this debate was so boring is because Vivek Ramaswamy was not at this debate either. He was actually kicked out and deemed not eligible by CNN or whatever. So instead of sulking and whining about it, he was just like, you know what? I don't need your crappy debate, your crappy network. I'm going to go on Timcast IRL. And we are going to do our own town hall with more watchers than your stupid program. So he went on Tim Pool, his channel. Tim Pool was actually in Iowa, and they had a nice little town hall. It was like about 3 or so hour live stream. But Tim Pool, they do a great job over there. And Donald Trump had his own town hall with Fox News. So that just leaves the GOP debate, which was probably the third most watched event in the last night after Trump and Timcast IRL with Vivek Ramaswamy. So the debate opened up with a question directed at Ron DeSantis, and it had to do with Chris Christie dropping out. And guys, listen to this, please. Listen to Ron DeSantis's response and tell me, is his voice not shaking?
Just hours ago, the Republican field narrowed once again. Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie ended his bid for the presidency. So, with one fewer candidate in the running, let's start with the decision voters here in Iowa are about to face. Governor DeSantis, why should voters who are looking for an alternative to the current frontrunner, former President Trump, vote for you rather than former Governor Haley?
Well, the people of Iowa, good evening. It's great to be in Iowa to have a debate here. Donald Trump's running to pursue his issues. Nikki Haley's running to pursue her donors' issues. I'm running to pursue your issues.
I mean, listen to this right here. I mean, he's got like these catchphrases and they're so cringe. But this is not the part I wanted you to listen to. I just think it's really funny because he's got this catchphrase that he has repeated like, I don't know, 100 times.
And your family's issues, and to turn this country around. I'm the only one running that's delivered on 100% of the promises that I've made. We've delivered huge victories in the state of Florida, things that Republicans have been asking for.
Yeah, like listen to his voice. He sounds like he's out of breath. Like his voice is shaking. He sounds like he's out of breath. Like he doesn't, breathe in between his words or something like that. And he tries to get too much out and then he runs out of breath.
For a generation. I'm also the only one running that has beaten the left time and time again. We beat the teachers union on universal school choice. We beat Soros on crime. We beat Fauci on COVID. We beat the Dems on election integrity. And I beat the left by banning China from buying land in the state of Florida. Now, Nikki Haley is running. We don't need another mealy-mouthed politician who just tells you what she thinks you want to hear.
But listen to the wavering of his voice. This is not a strong leader. As soon as he starts attacking Nikki Haley, it's like his adrenaline goes way up and his voice starts wavering even worse than before. It's just like, no, listen, you are trying to become the president of the United States. You shouldn't have a problem attacking somebody. Your voice shouldn't quiver, shouldn't waver. That doesn't look good for you. So that's one of the first things I noticed about this debate is the wavering of Ron DeSantis' voice. And it's just not a good look. I don't like it personally. I wouldn't want my president having a quivering voice when he talks. I mean, come on. I guess we've all been spoiled by Donald Trump. He just speaks with confidence, and we love it. But, in contrast, Ron DeSantis is just not putting it up.
To try to get your vote, then to get in office and to do her donors' bidding. She was in another state, and she said the people of Iowa's votes.
Yeah, you saw that right there. Like it's like he was like forcing the words out. I don't know. I guess these are all just semantical things, guys. It's not that big of an issue, but it's just a bad look. I think it kind of points to a deeper problem with Ron DeSantis. He just doesn't seem confident or comfortable in the position he's in, and that's just my takeaway from it.
Need to be corrected. This is somebody that wrote in her book that Hillary Clinton inspired her to first run for office. I remember Hillary denigrating.
That's actually true. She did say that she was inspired to run by Hillary Clinton. Well, I mean, I guess she didn't say those exact words verbatim, but what she actually said, the only takeaway that you can get from what she said is that she was inspired by Hillary Clinton. It's just like, it's the same thing. And here, let me show you really quick. So here is Nikki Haley saying that she was inspired by Hillary Clinton to get in politics.
Hillary Clinton is actually the reason. I may not agree with her on a lot of things, but she is actually the reason that I made the jump.
So it's, the reason inspired. So when she says, no, I didn't say I was inspired, she might not have specifically said that she was inspired by Hillary Clinton. But how else are you supposed to take what she said there? She said that Hillary Clinton was the reason.
People on the Republican side as deplorables. We don't need a candidate who's going to look down on middle America. We've had enough of that. I'm the only one that's going to be able to lead this country's revival. I'm asking for your support, and I won't let you down.
Governor Haley.
That is the weakest I'm asking for your support I've ever heard. Like, do you feel confidence when Ron DeSantis says, I'm asking for your support? Like, I mean, I know he doesn't sound like that, but that's what I hear in my ears when I hear his wavering voice asking for support. So that's how the debate opened up, with a strong showing from Governor Ron DeSantis and his wavering, quivering voice. Then Nikki Haley gave her response, and it was almost as bad as Ron DeSantis. She's insufferable. You hear how she talks. She talks like through her teeth like this. She talks about needing new generational leaders, and she has all these canned phrases that were probably, from her consultants, and that they had polls done like, hey, which one of these phrases sounds the best? And, it was like, these are two empty suits standing up on a stage trying to form some sort of concoction that is going to be palatable to the wider public. And when they do that, it just comes off as just impersonal, as, these aren't real people. They're trying too hard, and it comes off as choppy. And, that is what we see when we watch these GOP debates. And that's why it's so boring, because Vivek, a real human, is not in these debates anymore. Donald Trump has never been in these debates, at least this time around. So you're just seeing a couple of robots up there, saying what their corporate overlords have told them to say. Now, I think that Ron DeSantis is a lot better than Nikki Haley in that aspect, but he's still touched by the institutions quite a bit. And, that's just how it goes. But listen to Nikki Haley's response and tell me what you think about this.
Governor Haley, a response?
Well, I think this is a time that we know that we need a new generational leader. We have watched our country be in disarray. We see the world on fire, and we need someone who's had executive experience.
Yeah, listen to how she talks. She talks like through her teeth like this, and she sounds just, I don't know, she just sounds wild. She sounds like she's memorized something, and she is just simply regurgitating it.
A two-term governor that took a double-digit unemployment state and turned it into an economic powerhouse. I was at the UN. I dealt with Russia, China, Iran every day. But you're going to find out tonight that there's going to be a lot of Ron's lies that have happened.
And this is a staple of this debate. She talks about Ron's lies. And here in a bit, I'm going to play for you a collage of her saying this website, because she really, really enjoyed the fact that she had this website, and the website is DeSantisLies.com, and she repeated it about 1 million times during this debate.
At least a couple of dozen so far that he's done. So what we're going to do is rather than have him go and tell you all these lies, you can go to DeSantisLies.com and look at all of those. There's at least 24 lies that
DeSantisLies.com. DeSantisLies.com. In fact, let me find this video for you guys. It's really funny. So this person tweeted, if link in bio were a person, it would be Nikki Haley. Now listen to this.
DeSantisLies.com. DeSantisLies.com. It's a shame that we had to put up DeSantisLies.com and DeSantisLies.com. DeSantisLies.com. The first thing I'll say is, again, DeSantisLies.com, DeSantisLies.com, DeSantisLies.com,
It's not been part of that.
DeSantisLies.com.
And the Enterprise Florida, you can actually go to RonDeSantis.com.
So yes, Nikki Haley, she really enjoyed that website. She really enjoyed pushing it out there, plugging that website, DeSantisLies.com, because I don't think she has the mental capacity to remember all of the, DeSantis lives. So she has to create a website and get people to go to it because she just, there's a reason why Donald Trump calls her bird brain, okay? There's a reason why. So she can't really store a whole lot up there. So instead of letting her do the work and tell you, no, you need to go to a specific website that she really pushes. And this is 20 seconds of her just saying DeSantisLies.com. So it's pretty funny stuff. So yeah, guys, I'm not going to punish you with the rest of this debate. I just wanted to give you guys a taste because this is pretty much how the entire debate went. But yeah, this entire debate essentially was a bunch of memorized catchphrases and accusations of the other one lying, the other one being corrupt. Now, Nikki Haley, I believe, is the corrupt one 100%. I'm not saying that Ron DeSantis isn't corrupt at all, but Nikki Haley is so corrupt that it makes up for just about everyone in that room, probably, because she is just, bought by the military contractors. But most of this debate, Nikki Haley, believe it or not, was kind of on the defense because Ron DeSantis, as much as I think he's cringe and he had all of these weird cringe catchphrases, he kind of went after her a couple times and she was forced to defend herself multiple times, and she was kind of frantically trying to defend herself. And if you listen to her talk, she doesn't do that great of a job. She kind of goes off on these random tangents, and she has these weird sentences that end in weird ways. So that was something that was kind of interesting about this debate. If I were to find something interesting about this debate, which it was very hard to. But guys, let me know what you guys think of this. I know I didn't play very much for you, but really that was the entire debate right there. That's how the entire debate went. But let me know down below in the comments what you think. Like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. But until then, I will see you on the next one.